the top 10 tips for staying healthy on board a cruise ship. A cruise holiday is all about enjoying yourself, making memories that will last a lifetime, and also perhaps overindulging on the scrumptious food and drink on offer once on board. Whilst we will never try and persuade you from doing that, you are on a well-deserved holiday after all, there are still some things that you can do to keep healthy whilst at sea. It is a different environment from what most of us experience for the rest of the year, in terms of being on board a ship, but you also have the differing environmental impacts of sailing in destinations that are often hot and humid or cold and dry. By keeping healthy on board your cruise ship, you can really make the most of your next getaway and not have to spend time in your stateroom recovering. But just what are our top 10 tips for staying healthy on a cruise ship? That is just what we'll look at in this list. But do remember, I am not a medical professional and this is not medical advice, but just things we have learned from our years of cruising. As ever, don't forget to like and subscribe, and why not leave a comment below and give us your tips on staying healthy. My name is Darren, and this is our look at our top 10 tips for staying healthy on a cruise ship. For many, your ship quickly becomes a home away from home when you're on a cruise holiday. But when you step off it and head for a day of exploring, you can find sanitary conditions that are far different from what you are used to. These can often go unnoticed and will not be a problem to locals, but with your immune and digestive systems not used to the new conditions, you can quickly find yourself falling ill. Keep that in mind when eating, drinking, or in confined places to make sure you can enjoy exploring with no impact on the rest of your holiday. This one may seem an obvious one, but something that often gets overlooked is that heading to the gym isn't just about keeping up with your fitness routine or burning the calories. Many lines offer free classes which can be a great social event as much as it is staying healthy, as you get to meet new people from across the world, but with the added benefit of a workout. If you are prone to seasickness, or motion sickness if you prefer, make sure you take patches, ginger capsules, or medication, as these always work best when taken in advance of being ill, and if you buy them on board, the cost can be astronomical. If you have not suffered from seasickness before, we would always recommend having at least something basic such as ginger capsules at hand, just in case any rough seas hit, especially when sailing in areas such as the Bay of Biscay, the North Sea, the North Atlantic, or the infamous Southern Ocean. Enjoying your favourite drink or trying a new cocktail is one of the great things about cruising, especially if you have a drinks package that once paid, you don't need to worry about the cost of your drink. That can often turn into a negative, however, as some people think that they need to drink much more alcohol than they usually would do to justify the cost of that package, or on a sea day, they will start drinking much earlier than they usually would. Whilst having a few drinks more than normal or enjoying a cocktail around the pool for 11s is part of cruising, drinking so much so you are ill, or you need to miss out on something you're looking forward to because you need a nap, it doesn't need to be that way. Try to remember that you can enjoy other drinks including mocktails or premium teas and coffees at plenty of places around the ships, including cafes, bars and restaurants. If you're anything like me, fruit and veg is often the last thing I think about in the buffet. It can often get forgotten about, but just as we all know the benefits on our everyday meal choices, on holiday it really can be important. Most of us will eat much more than usual and a lot more heavier food, and will also be a lot more active while on holiday, so all the benefits of eating fruit and veg become that little bit more important. We have all been there, where we have found a comfortable seat on an outside deck and just sit there for hours taking in the scenery. Or we have found the perfect sun lounger to soak up the sun. Or maybe we just found that perfect place on board a ship to relax and read a book. Sea days are great for doing all of that, and so much more. But what we often forget to do is move. That will often lead to poor circulation, extra aches and pains, and that extra bit of laziness creeps into your thinking that may mean you miss out on something you were planning to do. If you're out on the upper decks, simply take a stroll around the walking track, or if you're inside the ship, head to the promenade deck for a walk with a view. The cry of washy washy as you enter the buffet isn't just a livid meme at this point, but it is something that should be followed by all. Cruise ships sees people from across the globe all live alongside each other in close and often confined quarters, and is the perfect breeding ground for several gastronomical symptoms that can ruin anybody's cruise. By washing your hands regularly, especially before eating and drinking, you can not only stay healthy on holiday, but help others as well, so everyone can enjoy a great getaway. It can be so easy to simply grab a burger and chips, followed by a couple of cakes for pudding, when eating in the buffet, or to choose a full English every morning for breakfast. And I'm speaking from first-hand experience there. And that can soon leave you feeling bloated and sluggish. It really does pay to stick to a more varied diet on board, and to try and balance your meals. But we'll let you off with having that extra slice of cake. On a cruise, most of us will spend much more time out in the elements than we do at home, and no matter if you're sunbathing in the Caribbean or waterfall watching in the Norwegian fjords, remembering to drink often can often go overlooked. An easy way that we help with this is to have an extra drink of water with meals, and we also make sure we have a bottle of water each when heading ashore. This is a simple one for most of us, and something that me and my wife always try to follow. It can be so easy to simply jump in a lift and head to the floor that you want to visit, but by using the stairs, you can not only burn calories and improve your circulation, but you can free up lifts for those who need them. Of course, going from deck 3 right up to deck 18 may be a bit too much for most of us, but if you're only going up or down a few decks, the stairs is the way to go, and can often be quicker, especially if the lifts are busy. So all that remains to be said is thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our look at our top 10 tips for staying healthy on a cruise ship, and see you next time.